This is Dave Nasty over here at Next Level Guitar. Really easy things are going to happen chord-wise today, but what we want to establish is the multiple ways that we could play the chords, some really cool use of chromaticism, and a couple of scale shapes used to embellish them. That's really all it's going to be. Everybody, click on the link you see below. It's your moment of zen. It's in that YouTube text box right where I'm pointing. If you click on that link below, you'll get a video, a free video that is not available on YouTube. It comes with a coinciding ebook, free, as well as the video that's free, and it's got all kinds of great information in that ebook, things that you need in your playing every single day, and all you got to do is just click that link. So we're going to focus on an E major chord, right? The people's chord. We love this chord. Then we're going to do our B major. We may even get into our B7. We have found a use for this chord. I swear, that chord, every time I play it, I'm thinking, this is the only time I use it, but it's cool. So we have the E major. Then, of course, we're going to outline just your basic A major bar chord. And we have a cool C sharp minor. We might voice it this way. And then we have our Ds. And our A this way. So, you know, we've got some simple chords, but what I want to talk about really is just how to bounce between them. Two key scale shapes are going to help us accomplish this, especially over various chords. So on the E major, in position, I'm going to think a Lydian shape. And that's going to help establish the tonality with some of that lead play that you heard in the very beginning of the song there. So, as well as that, we'll throw in some chromaticism. Let's just dive in. So we take our E chord. Now, to really get this to translate, what I want you to think about is if you were singing the song, even if you're not, what dynamic approach would you have backing yourself up a little bit, right? That's what changes the strumming pattern. So using this scale that we just covered, I'm going to focus on these notes. Hit that low string in there. Just nice little phrase. Resolving to the E. That's the most important thing. If you play in and out of the shape, we just want that low ringing note, and we want those notes to come out there so we have some closing within our phrase. Cool way to just go. I'm going to start there with a hammer-on. It's hard on an acoustic to do that. Now watch this little bit of chromaticism. Again, I'll do that. Not so much chromatic as just going up the scale shape, I guess I should say. We'll get chromatic here in a minute. E major. That's really, really crucial there. So going between the E and the B, we have a cool way of walking all the way up and going all the way back down. Now I want to get to that A chord, but I don't want to just play the A chord, I want to get there. This is pretty cool, octave chords. Now I'm just going bum, 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 you know, just kind of being dramatic, really, trying to pretend like I know how to play bass on an acoustic guitar. Yeah, not so much. But again, we're thinking of three simple chords, E, B, and A, but we're connecting each one of them. That's the idea. So we had the E chord. We made him sound cool because we did some scale play. I'm going to walk into that B. I'm going to walk back down to the E. Sounds kind of cool when you throw that in there. Always embellishing. Now we'll go to that C sharp minor. Now what's really cool about this player, what he would do is he would change keys all the time, you know, and using dominant chords to do that. So dominant chords. So the function of this dominant chord is the way that we get ourselves to change keys in and out of our progression, and that's the most important thing. So if you're unfamiliar with the use of dominant chords, check out some of the other lessons that we have on the site. There is great information. I saw one that Dave put out just the other day, talking about dominant chords and seventh chords and how they function within your scale. It's fantastic. So check it out, pop back over to this video, and we'll get back to the In the Style Of lesson here, and you'll see how a lot of this works. It's just really cool to say to yourself, you know, I don't have to know a lot, but I know how to make it sound cool going from one chord to another. I can make it accent my vocal line or the main point of my lyric, and that's what happens in this style of lesson. Storyteller songwriting, right? Storyteller songwriting is really important. Sometimes it's based around emphasis of dramaticism and dynamics on the guitar, and not so much a bunch of craziness with our lead play and our chord choices. So what I want you to do is really simply just take a couple of basic chords, realize how we can tie them together with some scales and some use of some octaves, simulate some walking bass lines. So again, let's recap what we got. We have an E major chord, have an E major scale. We've got our B major chord. I'm using my pinky there to flatten it out. That's what happens when guys like me get tired playing bar chords on an acoustic. It happens. But I walk up the scale to that B chord that sounds cool. Then I walk back down to my E chord. I use a little octave bass type movement to get to my A. I can even go back down. Bunch of cool major chords moving in ways that you wouldn't think major chords can work. That's the main thing, because the melody lines and the vocal emphasis and the storytelling of the songwriting totally comes into play. So you know what, everybody? Go to the website. I'm going to keep playing this guy out for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Very cool in the style of lesson, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I'll see you on the website.